Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Ran, and we are back with Breakout Boxing '06, ladies and gentlemen, the sixth event, Breakout Boxing Bushido in Baltimore, Maryland, everybody. Another live event. Breakout's back with another live event, and today we got LuvLifeZack and we got Yazzay Boxing, everybody. Make sure you clap them up, ladies
Make
and
sure you follow
gentlemen.
the Yazzay agenda. Make sure you follow the Yazzay agenda.
The Yazzay
Come on now.
agenda. What's
Push
that?
that shit. So it's what we pushing. It's what we pushing.
All right, gentlemen, let's start it off. I want to start off with Zach, as both of you just had a recent fight. But Zach, I want to ask you about your recent fight, as also both controversial recent fights. So, Zach, you had a big fight against somebody who the scene would call a boogeyman. He just had a performance against JDP where things looked not so, not so bright. And then you got in there, you were able to get a little more of what he was able to show in all the rest of his fights. And you took him there and you beat him. Tell us about that fight. Tell us about everything that went on at the end of the fight. And just tell us about your thoughts going through the fight.
To sum everything up and a little summarize, because I'm going to make a whole video about it. Anyone who thinks that I did not win 4-1, minimum 3-2, you should never pick up a pair of boxing gloves ever again. Um,
That
that
don't make
fight,
sense.
all respect.
If you can say you won 3-2, then you can definitely say someone else won 3-2. That don't make sense. Come on. Sorry, I didn't interrupt you there, Zach, but like keep going, keep going. I didn't interrupt you there.
You have to watch the footage on that one, but watch the fight back. It's clear as day on who won. But anyways, the fight, I feel like it was a pretty decent performance. I was hoping to get a KO, but obviously that didn't happen, per usual, sadly. Um, I actually felt pretty proud of myself because everybody was against me. It felt like a solid 80%. Everybody was on Jose's side. And like you said, he was one of the best boxers in the scene. And honestly, it could have been a different match if he wasn't a real man who has a real job, always truck driving, and could have been to the gym, could have been a different match. But how everything played out and how it all went is I'm the winner. Whoever wants to appeal the fight, go and appeal it. You'd have to be pretty low IQ brain to think he won that. And I will say the ref, though, ref dog shit. Dog shit. All those calls were completely dumb and irrelevant. None of them were needed, but still I won. And the stuff at the end, shout out Ant. Shout out my boy. My boy stood on business. Ant was emotional because doing my thing I do. And he said something, I was like, whatever with my hand. So he threw a bottle at me. His aim was terrible. So my boy said it, threw a bottle back, aim perfect. And then WWE shit went crazy. At the end of it all, we all good. No beef, no nothing. Shit happens. Move on to the next day.
Absolutely. Now I want
Mm,
to take it over to Yaze. You also
mm,
just had a fight recently over in the UK, enemy
mm.
territory. Enemy territory.
Oh,
Yaze,
Lord.
the
Yes, sir.
scorecards would say that you lost the fight.
No,
A lot of
no, that
people
would
don't think you
the
lost the fight.
scorecards don't say that I lost the fight, Rand. The scorecards say that I 4-1 that nigga. Come on, bro. What we talking about, bro?
So
Nah.
let's talk about it. I want to know your thoughts on your most recent fight against Jays, and
All right.
just talk to us about being in that environment, being in a different country. I don't know if this is your first time being in a different country or just being in the UK, but talk to us
Uh,
about this stuff.
so it wasn't my first time in a different country, but it was my first time in the UK. What I'll say about the fight, I was dominating, very clear. The throw up, I can explain that. Mouth, you can hear it in the fight. You can hear it in the fight if you. Oh shit! I don't know if my camera was paused, but you can hear it in the fight. You hear me clearly in the second round start yelling, the mouthpiece is choking me, ref. Mouthpiece is fucking choking me. Let me go get the second mouthpiece that we have. Because Rich did have one, but I don't know what happened to it, sadly. But the scorecard showed I 4-1 him, outlanded him. I'm about to hop on the bus, by the way, y'all, because my car broke down, sadly. But
Hey
no,
man, real
I
life shit happens.
realized shit happens. But hey, it was clear I was winning. It dominated. I don't need them to say that I won, and I don't need them to say that I lost in the last 9 seconds of the fight. I don't need them to say that I won either. I know I won. I easily outboxed them. I all I had to do was
Personally,
step back
I haven't
to.
watched the fight yet,
It's
but
up
I'm
on
gonna make a
YouTube.
video. I'm gonna make a video reacting to it. I just haven't had time to.
Yeah, here, give me 1 second, boys. But
Yep,
yeah,
do
I
your thing.
mean, like I said,
Absolutely. Now, Zach, I'll bring the attention back to you. You said you haven't seen his fight. You may have heard the little rumblings about the fight.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts about your opponent though? Yazzay himself. What are your thoughts about taking on this beast over on Breakout side? New Breakout signee. He just had a great fight with Ant Mills, somebody who you I'm sure you would deem one of the best guys in the scene. I deem one of the best guys in the scene. Talk to us about that.
talk to us.
I think Yazzay's an entertainer. He's definitely one of the biggest names in the scene. He's definitely one of the most active. He has a very good resume. But as I've said in every comment section, I do think it's going to be a walk in the park for me. He obviously he
Park.
yes, a walk in the park.
For sure, it's a walk in the park. I don't know about that.
As soon as round 2 starts, you're going to be so tired, and it's just going to be wraps after that.
Dude, you cannot listen. I hope you are not taking.
You have
past
gotten better. You have
experiences.
gotten better. Like I said, you have gotten better, just not enough.
Watch the Ant fight fully. Tell me when I was tired.
I was there in person. I was in his corner.
I know you were, but tell me when I was tired. 4th round, maybe. But tell me other than that.
That was a 4-round fight, right?
That was a 4-round.
And ours is 5. Making sure, correct?
I did Jay's is 5 as well. Jay's 5.
Okay, bet. Okay.
So Yazzay,
what's up, bro?
Zach says he hasn't seen your fight with Jays, but he's going to do a reaction on it soon. Have you seen his fight with Jose? And I want to know your thoughts on it if you have seen it.
So I've kind of watched it. Me and my girl was watching it for a while. And from what I saw, Jose wasn't fighting normally like how I was thinking he was going to come out. I've seen him fight honestly better. But maybe that was because of the level of opponent. But from what I saw, it wasn't really like. So Zach is pretty good. I'm impressed by Zach's jumping level from Grimbus to now. But other than that, man, there's nothing really crazy I can say. He didn't show me something wild. His pressure's insane, and he takes punches he doesn't give a shit about. But I'm different. I'm different. I can hurt you, Zach. I can hurt you. And you're making me come up and wait. I'm getting stronger for you. Every single fight before that, besides Grimbus and Morpheus, every single fight before that, I was lower. Now I'm at a higher weight. Now I'm putting on muscle. Now I'm gonna be in shape. So I'm waiting.
What weight do you walk around at?
Like right now I'm like 143. I walk around like that weight, 144-ish.
Normally it's like 155.
You walk around 160 and 55. Yeah, kind of thoughts. So I'm not gonna lie. I'm not. No, you can be built however you want, ladies and gentlemen. But I'm gonna make fun of Zach for it. You're built like a fucking milk jug that was stabbed 13 times. I'm not gonna lie. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Your best chance at beating me is hoping that your coach teaches you how to use that jab.
Who's got the bigger nose, man? Oh, you do? So I don't give a shit. You got a bigger nose than somebody from fucking Morocco. Right? Think about that. You got a bigger nose than fucking Wilson. Right? So
That's everybody shoots their shot at the nose. I don't know what to say for real.
Hey, all I'm saying is get that head set. Get that head set.
So Zach, we see a little bit of playful banter. We can also see some of the sides on social media where you two have a little bit of spite against each other. Where does this back and forth come from? What started this fight, basically? What rooted this to happening?
Honestly, I can't fully remember. I just know me and have talked about it. Us fighting many, many times, it just never has happened. And I also want to say there's nothing against Yazzay. I think he's actually a cool-ass dude. It was a little bit different with Jose because I knew how hard of an opponent he was going to be. So the build-up and the, I guess, the emotions, I wasn't really emotional or anything, but it was more intense. With this, I feel like it's more laid back and chill until probably, closer to time and shit.
Absolutely.
Well, I mean, I don't got nothing personally against you, bro.
Yeah. Like, the game's the game.
There's no friendship as of right now. We can talk friendly and all that, but I gotta keep it on that track. I can't be friends with you
right now. We can be friends after, like we was. We chill, small show with you after that. But right now, I hate his fucking guts and I really want to kill him. But no, that's everybody's. That's everybody's. But hey, you know, I'm gonna keep all that for fight day. I won't hurt you outside of the ring or nothing. I could, but I'm not gonna do that because it's flawed. But come fight day, that anger comes out. And then once that anger's out, we can be buddy buddy. All right. As you know
I
that,
agree.
you know that as well.
No.
This is random and off
Oh, go
topic
ahead.
to the whole
Yeah, go
thing,
ahead,
but
brother.
next week we fight in the final round of Golden Gloves. We're in the finals.
Oh, shoot.
So did you fight somebody for the semifinals, or did you say it was just like did somebody pull out?
It's a 3-round thing. The first round, I won. The second round, it was a walkover, which means either he didn't show up or he didn't make weight. So I'm not sure
That's
what
what I'm
one it
asking.
was.
That's what I was asking.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
he pulled out too, because that's what people were saying. I was like, he was literally tweeting that nobody fought. What are you talking about? So I was confused. Yeah, I expected you to win the first round. I don't honestly. I think it's. I'll be honest. I think it's smashed in the finals. I hope they do the thing, but like. Most of the time, you know how it goes to the finals for the public. And that's just being how it is, bro.
Now, Yazzay, since he brings it up, I do want to talk to you about his amateur experience and how that plays a role into a fight like this. What do you think about somebody who's active all the time? He's fighting all the time, and he's constantly trying to up his game.
Well, as you know, I'm 24-1. So
That's fucking great.
no, but he got
Oh,
fight
that's
experience. I mean, how many fights he got? How many fights he got?
I will be posting all my amateur matches. I've just been slacking on the content
No,
side, but they will all be on my
but
channel if you want to watch them.
How
How many do I have?
Yeah, how many?
I lost my first 2, and I haven't lost since, which would be, I think it's 5 or 6 total at this point because of Golden Gloves.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, so Zach's fought around same time as me, including the influencer bouts. I'd say he has like 3 fights over me. Other than that, what is there to consider? I mean, he's a few more times after the 5th fight, right? It's nothing. It's shit. It's another day in the office for me after the 4th one. Fight day, I just let out my guts because of my mouthpiece. You know? But I'm working close than ever before. I'm like, come with Zach's fight. It's my 6th fight. You're gonna see a really calm me, someone who's patient, and someone who's gonna set that shit up and hit you with some real shit. Hit you with some real shit.
Yazzay, not Yazzay, Zach. You spoke a little bit about Yazzay's personality, his online presence, and etc. What do you think about yourself taking yourself to that next level from going to somebody who was more on the boxer side to someone who's a boxer and an influencer?
Wait, ask that one more time. You were cutting out a little bit.
Sorry. So you're taking the level of a fight from fighting somebody who is basically boxer to now somebody who is boxer, influencer, content creator, social media. How do you feel about that, basically?
Walk in the park.
If you genuinely think it's a walk in the park, I'm gonna fucking walk on you.
I'm not underestimating you. Listen, I'm gonna train like I'm fighting Mike Tyson, regardless.
Hey, I'm training like I'm fighting Muhammad Ali.
I love that from both of you. So since you both talk about Muhammad Ali, Mike Tyson, I figure we take it to a nice little pleasant route. Yazzay, I want to know your favorite boxer, and then Zach, your favorite boxer after that.
Well, for me, I'd say my favorite boxer, honestly, who I watch a lot, who I follow a lot, who I take skills from and put them into my game plan is probably, I'd say, more. Honestly, lately I've been watching a lot of earlier boxers, later boxers, older boxers. So I'd honestly say I grew up watching Muhammad Ali. I love his jab. I love his footwork. I'd say Muhammad Ali's my favorite guy. I don't take too much from his playbook, but I love his jab. I love his footwork. And, I honestly feel like I've got some of the better footwork in the scene. I feel like I got way better footwork than Zach. Honestly, I feel like I got way better footwork. But that's one of the main guys that I follow from the main guys that I like to fight like, and Zach's going to see what the jab do. Because you said work my jab. What did I drop Jay's with? A jab.
It wasn't even a powerful jab. It was just, come on now. It was a good shot that landed, made him fall. It was clearly a knockdown. I don't know what they're saying. They're tweaking for saying it's not. But
I'll tell you that the ref did actually say it was a knockdown after the fight. Well, not after the fight, but after the round. We went up to one of the judges who told them count it as a knockdown, but he never told the rest. So it was
that's
weird.
crazy.
It was weird. The judges' scorecards were a mess, but either way, I was still up on every single one of them by 4
I'd be a little weird to fight in the UK. I'm not gonna lie. They give me a little bit of a weird vibe.
Zach, your favorite boxer?
My favorite boxer is Tank Davis.
Any reason behind it, or just the obvious?
It's really the obvious. Everybody knows why.
like the pressure. That's why.
No,
And then Canelo as well. He's one of my favorites too.
love Canelo. Can't not. Now, I want to bring it back to the fight. I want to know what is something that both of you are fearful of in this fight. Obviously, within reason of what you want to talk about, because we're not going to talk about everything in a camp. But what is something that you feel you really need to worry about in this fight?
Just his gas tank, man. I just got to worry about this guy's gas tank. That's it. What skill does he have with me, bro? Come on, bro. What? He gassed Jose out and then just started wailing on him. Other than that, what the fuck do I need to worry about? Man? Southpaw to southpaw, brother. What the fuck do I need to worry about? Besides this nigga's pressure in his car, that's it, bro.
Wait, are you southpaw?
Of course I am. You know this. You watched.
I'm orthodox.
Really? Zach, I know you're
gonna be a foot battle now.
Zach, I have so much better footwork than you. You don't want to play the foot battle with me. You don't. Nobody wins that with me. Nobody. Even guys who live in the gym that I go in once a week sometimes and I'll batter the fuck out of it. So I mean,
Good thing I'm LuvLifeZack and not none of them.
Motherfucker, you're gonna be no LuvLifeZack. Fuck, you're gonna be known after
Or like
this.
no LuvZack because you ain't getting no love in that ring.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious, but I mean, yeah, man. Other than like this gas tank and this motherfucker constantly pressuring, I'm gonna win. I mean, I dealt with that with Morpheus. Come on.
And Zach,
Okay.
yourself?
The only thing I feel like I would have to be worried about is just he's obviously taller, longer reach. So it would be his jab. He just has to know how to use it. I don't think he knows how to utilize it to the best of his ability. That's really all.
Awesome.
He says footwork and everything, but I don't know about all that.
You don't think it's on that level that he says it is?
Back, are you gonna
He's talking a very big game, and he has a good resume, but his record speaks for itself. No matter who you fight, who it is, that speaks for itself.
What do you think about the fights that he has had?
List them off. I know Morpheus, Ant,
we have
Grimace.
Morpheus, Ant, Grimace.
You beat Grimace, right?
Yeah,
obviously,
we beat
right?
Grimace.
Okay. So we both beat that dude. Okay. Ant, we'll get there one day. Morpheus, never even been in talks, so never know. I think Ant, Morpheus are good opponents. Who else did you say?
Sorry, Morpheus, Ant, Grim, Jays. Yeah, and Nolan, Divine Valley.
Jays. All right, I feel like I would beat Divine and Jays as well. Shout out to you guys, but my own opinion.
No, I think you'd beat Jays. I don't know about Nolan, but I think you'd beat Jays comfortably. That's because, and that's just how I know. I just know that from fighting with Jays and shit. But yeah, I think you beat comfortably, but there's also a massive size difference. That fighting never happened.
This is an off-topic question for you, Rain.
Yep.
Out of everybody in the scene, 2 questions. For myself, who do you think the biggest fight would be for me in the end? And then also in general, who would be the biggest fight? What would be the biggest fight in SCB in the end? Whenever the end is a thing, if it ever happens.
I would say for you, the biggest fight for you would, I think it's the obvious one. It's the Ant Mills fight. I feel like you guys have talked it up. The spar, I think, makes people ask a lot more questions because there's a lot of small intricacies to boxing that a lot of people don't understand of your spar with Ant. So there's a lot to be desired in a fight like that. So I would say no brainer, you and Ant is that fight. And then for SCB, there's just so many fights. Like I'm trying to think. I think the obvious one, if I have to like not take too long to think about it, would be having Most Wanted fight Sean or Ant Mills. One of those.
I still want that Most Wanted fight too, throwing it out there, but he's too pussy. He's been pussy for a long time.
Listen, I'll say this.
Hey,
I offered Most Wanted
right
fight.
there.
I'll say this. I offered Most Wanted a fight on DK and Plush. He said no. DK and Plush your first show. So I mean, I don't. That guy doesn't want to fight. I don't know if he wants, but all of us would come completely Most Wanted. Sean would murder him. So I mean, Sean's a big dude. Sean's a big dude. All right. So
I feel like with Sean, he just got to get his gas tank.
That's his skill. He doesn't have skill, but at the same time, like against someone like Most Wanted, you don't need much. So
it sounds like both of you are kind of chasing that Most Wanted fight after.
I'm not chasing nothing. If it comes, it comes. But I definitely wanted it. But he just does all this shit on Twitter 24/7, and I'm just like, let's fight it out. But he don't want to fight it out.
Understandable.
Who gives a fuck about that guy? Why are we even talking about him?
On God, yeah, fuck him. I agree, fuck him. Okay, one more question for you, and I'm done.
Absolutely.
Because I have to speak it into existence right now. Let's say I end up being 5-0, 6-0, whatever it is, Ants, whatever his record is. Do you think it should be a main event when it happens?
Absolutely, 1,000%.
Okay,
in any city, any state, I think that fight's a main event. I think you both have done enough. If that's the fight that's made, I would say yeah, absolutely.
All love and respect, and shout out his dad too. His dad's a real one.
Shout out to him. Now, another question I have. Go ahead, Yazzay.
I just said shout out Charles, but yeah,
shout out to him. Another question I have for both of you really is, say you both do this fight's a title fight, correct? I don't want to be just speaking out of it. Yeah, so this fight's a title fight.
Yeah, it is.
So
it is.
What does this title mean to each of you? You're fighting for something that's gonna go down as the first in Breakout. And Breakout is growing and growing and growing. So being the first of something is going to mean a lot later in the future. So I want to know what this means to both of you.
What does it mean to me? I've been feeling like I know I'm the #1 welterweight. I've been wanting to prove that in any promotion, any build-up. I've made it said. Even when George said JDP was the #1, had to use that as a point. What was the fight? It was the last Sword 7 event. Leisure told me and promised me I would get that title shot, and here we are now. I've been waiting for this moment, and this is going to be my moment. No matter what happens, you will see my hand raised.
Yeah, Zay.
Honestly, I was cheated out of my health in the UK. I was cheated out of a lot of stuff. I've been working hard for this. That's the difference between me and doctors. I don't got nothing else but this. I got nothing but boxing. I'm not 100%. I'm telling you, I would die in that fucking ring if I used to. I would kill myself if I used to. And that shit not gonna happen. Also, never kill myself. Never always.
Never. Please don't.
I literally have nothing but Zach. That's the difference between me and you. I can work. I can go to school. I have work. I have school. I have a job. I'm 18. I got a lot to focus on. I don't care about none of that. Without that, I would drop all of that for this. And I am dropping all of that for this. You gonna see. You gonna see.
We're definitely gonna see. We're definitely gonna see.
No. You gonna see. It's not we. It's you gonna see.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna see me. And the winner, LuvLifeZack.
I don't give a fuck about the crowd. I don't give a fuck about announcers. I don't give a fuck about Leslie. I don't give a fuck about Pat.
I got you.
None of that shit. bro.
Imagine I'm at the
I'm
park right
telling
now. Imagine I'm at the park.
I'm on the bus right now. What are we talking about? I'll be wherever, and I'm still gonna come for you. I'm still gonna hurt you.
No,
I'm
Diddy.
still
Hold
gonna
on.
get
No,
that
Diddy.
bag.
Whoa.
Oh, this all Diddy. It's all Diddy.
Whoa.
It's
Wow.
all Diddy. I don't play that.
Okay.
It's all Diddy. You finna see. I'm telling you. 5 rounds of nonstop coming forward. You saw with Jays. If you watch that Jays fight, you're
He
gonna
just
see.
said, hold on. Everybody, y'all know. We gotta get this on.
You didn't watch
This
the
is on
fight. You didn't
film. He
watch.
said nonstop, all 5 rounds coming forward. Make sure y'all quote this. Quote this.
What did I do with Jays? I said the exact same shit. I said 5 rounds. Don't take a back
That's
step.
Jay's, not me, who you said I'd beat also.
And I'm good. I'm good.
Well, gentlemen.
Bent
Sorry,
over.
Zach. I don't want to cut you off.
Bent over.
Silly.
Gentlemen, I feel like this is a perfect place to leave us off on. I appreciate both of your time, and I wish you both the best of luck in your title fight.
Thank you, my guy. I will see
Again,
you on
everyone,
May 17th.
please show your respect to LuvLifeZack and Yazzay Boxing. Shout out to the little ones.
I'm gonna see you, son.
Or
You
shout
gonna
out
get
to the little
sunned by an
ones.
18-year-old.
Can I get a
Everybody
steak,
make sure
well
to
done,
tune
loaded
in
potato and broccoli?
to Breakout Boxing
What size?
on
What size?
May 17th. It is going to be live on YouTube. Make sure
You're
to
gonna get
check
sunned by
Breakout
a
Boxing
kid,
live.
bro. You got a kid and
We're
you
still
gonna get
going
sunned.
back and forth, but
Come on, bro. How that going on? How you
we'll
gonna get
see you
sunned
guys
by
on the
me,
next
bro?
one.